right, welcome everyone. How you guys all doing today? Morning, Rudy, David, Mohammed. How you doing, Bob? Welcome everybody. How you doing? All right, so listen, I'm going to try to do a really quick video here for everyone, and let's put this over here. Okay, geez, have I been on the wrong chart? Sorry if I have been. Yeah, so I'm gonna just rush through this. So here's basically a overview of kind of what I see going on here. Right, I see an A, B, C, D, E. We've been talking about this wedge for a while right here. This is some of my things. I think we did get a bull gap chart. So we did get a bull gap call. Let me pull that up. Where is it? Over here. There it is. There's that bull gap. Now this is on the weekly, right? That's a weekly chart. And these bull gaps do like to try to fill. You know, there was that one. There was that one. So this one is real low. This bull gap is right there, 39.35. So be a good, reason to get back up there. One of the things I'm looking at now is, you come over here, you take a look at this. We did get the short on the 3-day. We did get the short on the 3-day. So that has been confirmed. Everything there has been confirmed. We do have the short on the 3-day, unless we get some crazy run here in the next couple hours. Now, one of the things I did say, I said to break this, ETH really just needs to run. The only way we're going to break this is ETH just needs to get a big, massive run to break this. Right now, I'll stretch that out just a little bit more, but I think it's going to be really a doozy to get ETH to run. To break this, the time is ticking, the clock is ticking. What is today? 26th. I think it's technically, yeah, it's still the 26th. We're over halfway into the day, so there's not much time left for that ETH fork. I wanted a couple things. Now we do have a lot of support down here below us. We got a big, little heavy zone of support down below us here. We do have a lot of resistance above us right in this area right here. I'll go through all that in a second. And we have a lot of super heavy support right down here in this. We've got the 3-day Gauss at 35.36. We've got the 200 MA parked at 33.63. We've got the monthly Gauss way down here, 31.87. Let me title that 31.87. There it is. And then the 50 MA on the monthly is parked down at 30.90. So a lot of heavy support down below us. I'm going to go through some of the bigger high-end charts really. That's what I want to focus on today. And let's pull this over. One thing I was just going over in the members chat was a lot of these charts right here. So I'm just updating everybody. So this is basically my big 3-day chart right here. It gives you a breakdown. This is all notes from the bottom bounce right there. And if you look back here, we got the short call. We did get the short call. There's a short call confirmed. Now, looking deeply into this chart, you see that over here we had the 7 MA and the 30 MA underneath the PA when we got the short call. Very similar thing that we got back here in April and May. So we got the short call underneath. That price action was on top of this bullish cross we got. So we got that bullish cross and popped the price up one more time, and then the price just died out. Over here we got the short call again. Now the moving averages were separated. The 30 was the top side resistance for the PA and couldn't get up over that. So we don't have that same resistance right now, except for the 50 MA, and that 50 MA is parked all the way up here 4,500. So in order to make it up there, that's a doozy of a run to get up there. We did hit this Gauss line. This is the L1, which is your low one. We tested and tapped that baby and did get rejected, right? So we got rejected from that line. So I kind of go back with this chart and everything. Now the bullish, this very significant on the 2-day over here. Oops, sorry. On the 2-day over here, what we did get is, look, we got the top call on the RSI, top call on the RSI, massive dump. Decent sized dump. Now this thing continued down to the 30 line where we want to see it go, and then just trailed along. Then we had the big capitulation. Well, the first capitulation dump, I still don't think it's the true final capitulation dump. I still think that's coming. Our RSI has reloaded itself from these deep lows. We've reloaded ourselves all the way back up to the top, and started another dump. Now look at this. We hit a TD9, right? There's a perfected 9 with that dump, right? And we just started a brand new red 1 right there. So we got a brand new red 1. This will usually fall through, at least if this is if the bulls are counting on this to be a pushback up, then the bulls really want to see this turn into a red 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a pop back up. I do not think that's going to happen. That's going to be a little harder right now to make that happen. And look at how well this chart played out, right? There's your 7 and 30. The price action died into it. The 7 and 50, right there, the price action died into it. You got a little push, died. Bull push on the 7 and 30, 7 and 50, you got the little baby pop, and then it just died out hard. 7 and 50, 7 and 30, actually that's just the 750 cross, died. 730 cross, died. 730 bull gave us that pump up, and then the 750 crossed, and we got a bearish dump, right? So we got a bearish dump, and we got the top call on the RSI on the 2-day. All of this doesn't look good for the bulls, right? Now, the good news for the bulls is we have support right here. So we got a lot of support. You got a lot of moving averages right under us now. We're kind of riding that 7 MA on the 2-day, but you've got the 30 and the 50 below you right there. Both going to work as support. When they're this close, you know, it is a little bit tougher to get through them when they are that close. Now, can it happen? Sure, the price can rip right through them. Getting under that would be pretty bad, actually really, really bad. But there's not a lot of good news for the bulls on the charts right here. I just don't see a lot of really good news. You know, you got the short call. The only good news that I can kind of get out of here for the bulls is that we are on top of the 7 and the 30 on the 3-day, right? So this was good for them back in May, and this gave them that little last hopium push up before they actually died out and capitulated. Okay, scooting over to the chart right here. This is my overview of where I feel the shakeout zone is and how deep we don't want to go. You see this big massive bar in the VPVR. And if you take a look at this thing, look, we just went up into that and got absolutely rejected. That weekly candle is horrifically vicious. There is that short call again. I'm just really trying to focus on these higher time frame charts here. I didn't break down to anything lower time frame, but I still can count this out as an A, B, C, D, E. Looking for an 8. This is looking like a bearish wedge still. Still looking like a bearish wedge, right? And there's my notes. We're looking for the short call to come, and there it was. Got the short call on that, so that's good news for the bears. Now, let's do this. I want to do this on our on one of our charts. So I'm gonna bust this down to the 2-day and the 3-day. Now, both of these do not look good. These are pretty short-term charts right here, right? If you take a look, this is our TDI indicator. That is not what you want to see on a TDI chart, right? You don't want to see this. This is really, really ugly. Okay, this is very bearish. If this crosses, right, you're using, right now you're basically using the top Bollinger Band as support for the PA. This green line is the price action. These are both considered moving averages, moving through Bollinger Bands. This is not ugly. Now take a look. Remember, we talk about this. Loves to go to the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, loves to go to the top of the Bollinger Bands. Nice, beautiful run by this by these moving averages here with very little price action, true price action run. This is a really good run. You look, this is where you fell out. Your capitulation fell out. 3,400 point capitulation from the middle mean line to the bottom down here below your lower BB. This is a 3,400 point fall. All of this run back up that puts you over and higher than your original fall point, right, is bearish divergence, right? So we've climbed all the way back up. Now, the good news is your moving averages moved back up, but it has also tightened. This only has one real direction to go, and that is down. right? Here's your 3-day. We're going to look at the 3-day. The 3-day, the Bollinger Bands have opened wide up. This is not good at all, right? These Bollinger Bands are nice and wide. You haven't even got down here and touched your top Bollinger Band for support on the 3-day with that 3-day short call. I figure a touch to this would be putting us back down in that range, you know, the 35, and you look where your Gauss line is, 35.55, 35.33. But if you go over and you take a look, that would be perfect. There's your Gauss. You would scoot down here eventually, maybe a little push up, move down, tap the Gauss right in this area right here. This would be your A, B, C, D, E wave. And then you would look for a capitulation dump right here. You'd look for a capitulation dump that I feel is would be coming. And that capitulation dump could come anywhere in here. And that's, you know, I mean, it doesn't, I don't even know how high it needs to go. It might just be a little bounce, might be a big bounce. I'm not quite sure yet. So we're going to have to just get out of this range right here. Now, to me, this still looks like one ugly ass head and shoulders right here. And I know a lot of people were thinking, you know, I can't tell you how many times people were saying, oh, you know, it looks like a inverted head and shoulders. To me, this looks like it was marching up to be an actual head and shoulders, right? That, and we showed that on our, right, on our charts, right? So there you go. So you get something like this, right? And there would be your big head and shoulders right there. And then once you did pull back, you know, you get something like this. Then you'd come down here, tap this 200 MA, and something like that, right? Boom. All right, but that does look like a big head and shoulders right there to me. I haven't gone through and done any of the other charts. I just really wanted to go through these time frames right here and bring our notes back up. And 2-day, 3-day. Okay, let me get this back. I think I have this 12-hour and daily. All right. There's our support line. Yeah, so on our 12-hour and our daily, we do have support, looking for the lower BB support right there, and also looking for the mean line to be support right there. So your mean line would act as support. So there's a little more room to go before you get some sort of a lower bounce there. Scooting over, all of this looks ugly. Nothing here looks pretty. This is the only hope. You got a little bit of hope right here. The daily has not broken, right? So your daily has not broken out. You can pull that off. Man, my computer's running real slow. All right, and give me a second. So the daily, all right, hold on a second, and 8. So the daily, the Phoenix ARI has not broken fully bare yet, right? So this thing, once this thing turns red, that's when you see a pretty good capitulation dump occur, or at least a confirmed dump down to the bottom. The 12-hour is ugly. You see you've got a long, you're way up top. The blue is your PA, your price action line. Your price action line is all the way up at the top. Your price action line is folded over pretty heavy on the 12-hour. This does not look good. This is not a good pattern that's playing out here. This is a very bearish pattern on both of these, right? Very bearish. TRX got that nice little pump up and then got absolutely destroyed. You got that tweet. I mean, you should just be, basically what we should do is post tweets like, you know, Justin tweets, boom, right? And dump. Okay, SV, ooh, wow, nice run by SV right here, up into resistance, and but that's a very nice run by SV. Maybe we can, maybe Craig's the one who dumped his bags, right? We talk about that over and over and over. These guys have a lot of Bitcoin. You know, you need to always watch out for these guys. There's all our notes on them right there. I'm not going to really update link. Nice bounce up and bounce. I did get shorted out. This was ended up being a bad trade for me. It wasn't enough profit for me to take profit up here. I was hoping for a much higher push. I did get stopped out of that trade. No loss for me. No skin or hair off my balls. Right. We got Ripple, XRP. Okay, XRP got listed. I haven't really looked into this. I saw the news on it. Listen, I will tell you what, Coinbase is where you go to die. Okay, Coinbase is where you go to die, right? And the worst thing to ever happen is to get listed on Coinbase, because people can only short your ad. They can only dump you on Coinbase. That's all they can do, right? So, yeah. So I don't like when coins get listed on Coinbase. I do not feel it is a good thing. You've got a hanging man posted up here. You have I'm sorry, listen, without FA, this is an ugly, ugly, ugly chart. Okay, without FA, this is an ugly chart to me. This is an inside bar candle. This is bearish. Your RSI is headed down. This looks like a big, head and shoulders to me. Boom, 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 boom. Right? This just looks like a head and shoulders to me. I don't like this chart. I don't like Ethereum. The only thing bullish about Ethereum here is the price the fork. Right? You got the fork. I don't like the TA side of this chart. It looks like a H and S on the RSI. Without the fork, this is a shit chart. Right? Without the fork, this is a shitty chart, and still looks like it has room, and would look to me like it still had some room to bounce up a little, then die with the RSI, H and S. Right. All right, there we go. Moving over, Litecoin. Litecoin, I really haven't looked at it. Great chart. I mean, I don't have a lot of time today, but yeah. I mean, nothing's changed here. I don't see anything changed in this chart. This is the 12-hour BTC, LTC BTC, and 12-hour LTC USD. I mean, I really don't see a lot here. This doesn't tell me. This just looks like a rising wedge to me. Looks like a bearish flag, right? LTC USD looks like a bear flag or rising wedge, right? To me, BTT, dying. BNB, same thing. Looks like a massive head and shoulders to me. This just looks like a massive mountainous head and shoulders to me right now, okay? So that all worked out. That worked out. And let's do this. So that will be support right there. Yeah, we got that all right. Got that all right. And you know, and you can really still do like a higher something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some kind of head and shoulders like that right there. Right, and BNB. Right, ICX. man, you're getting a lot of news from ICX, right? A lot of news from ICX. Look at, here's your, you get a lot, you smashed down super deep. I was close. I mean, it was close. It just went way deeper than I expected this thing to go, right? Just way deeper than I expected this thing to go. So let's leave the ICX chart up. And you've really got Samsung news, right? You got Samsung news driving this, right? Which is great. I mean, you got a lot of good FA on this, but like people are just getting destroyed in this coin right here. I'm sorry. Once again, I don't. This is horrific. Yeah, I think Samsung put out some kind of press release, but like this is not. You get this is people getting pretty wrecked unless they got in all the way down here and they're just inching their stop loss up, right? I'd want to be really careful with this, right? EOS, same thing. EOS to me just looks like a big absolute shit show, and I listen. We need to see Ethereum take off to drive this market, right? Dow Jones is open, and it doesn't look like it's done shit today, right? We really need to see. You really need to see the Ethereum take off. I think Ethereum is the only thing that can drive this actual market today. Scoot all this over. There's all my notes. Other than that, 2 minutes to open. All right, so I think we're going. BTC is mooning, I guess. Investing journey, you have. And seriously, if that's mooning, your wife is very happy with you, and she would be ecstatic to see mine. Okay, my moon is much bigger than that. So yeah, let's see where this goes. I still think we possibly come up here. Chart not changing, not change. I'm just gonna leave everything the way it is right here. This is my original chart. Still think one more. This kind of looks like an A, B, C, right? This down, A, B, C gonna play out here. And then you're going to get your dump over there. All right. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you being here. Hope this was quick enough for everybody. I am the Vamp. We are from Trading Associates, and I am out.